what's good, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Erica Green. I'm one of the digital editors for Red Radar. Also, I am one of the hosts slash producers of the Gray Era podcast. So make sure y'all check that out on all streaming platforms. Shameless plug. So today we are back with another on our radar interview. Today I have the pleasure and honor of speaking with Mr. Kevin Ross. He is a Grammy nominated songwriter. He's a singer, and he also has a single coming out this Friday called "Looking for Love." So we will be talking to him about that, about relationships, life, So welcome y'all. I think he joined in. So hello everyone. Hello. Okay, I think he's in. Hi everybody. What's good, y'all?
Good
Hello,
day.
hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. I both we see we both got the fluorescent light,
You know what I'm
kind of
saying?
vibe.
Just setting the mood. That's
Set the
it. I
mood,
love
set
it.
the
I
vibe. You
love
know
it.
the vibes.
You know?
Vibes gotta be right. You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, listen. With success comes intention. Let's get it.
Okay, I think I have purple. This I see you got a little bit of purple back there too.
Exactly. Royalty. Yeah, I
Here, it's
feel you.
like we
I
talked
get
about
you.
this. It's like we talked about this prior.
Mm-hmm.
Snatch. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with me a little bit. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. I appreciate it. So, for those who don't know who you are or anything like that, let's just set the tone. Guys set the vibes with the purple lights. Let's set the tone and just tell everybody who is Kevin Ross. Just go ahead and introduce yourself.
So my name is Kevin Ross. I'm a singer-songwriter, producer, label owner of Our Society Music Group from Washington, D.C. Written for some awesome people, written and produced for myself.
Yes.
And now I'm here to promote Looking for Love, which is a single that comes out July 23rd, this Friday. Link is in the bio. Listen, you attract what you listen to. You know what I'm saying? That's the mantra. So go ahead. Listen, if you're looking for love, if you want to keep your love, if you want to sustain it,
come on.
Go ahead and pre-save it. Go pre-save it right now. Thank you later. Proceed. I'm sorry.
No, I love it. Listen, you're doing half my job for me. So, go ahead. No. But no, so as you mentioned, you do have a single coming out this Friday, Looking for Love. Yeah. So talk to me a little about the creative process, how long it took to complete the record, who helped behind the scenes, that kind of thing.
Okay, so that is a cool story. So I came up with the chords back in like January or so, like this year. And so I was like, man, this is kind of dope. I don't know what I'm going to say over this, but these chords are hard. So I'm going to just kind of leave it be. Went down to Atlanta. I was working with one of my homies. His name is Chase Farley from Cleveland, Ohio, another singer, songwriter, producer as well. So we linked up. We're doing all these records over beats. And so he's like, Kev, I think that you should like pull out the piano. Let's do something from scratch. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like I've been working on like these chords. Like, let me know, what you think about it. So he's like, yeah, let's put that down. Started the process. We came up with the hook. And I let him know once we did the hook. I was like, yo, this sounds like something. I was like, I don't know what it is yet, but I was like, it's simple, but it's to the point. And I was like, I like this. So anywho, so I'm trying to do like, just trying to build something to make it move. It's clunky and weird sounding at first. Okay. So we move on from the idea, and months down the line, I'm like still recording music. And every now and then I would go back to Looking for Love and just kind of tweak it every now and then, just working on production, tweak it, add some guitars, add a bass. And before you know it, I did this survey a couple of months back for my supporters on Facebook and a couple other people within my circle. And I kind of embedded music links of all of the stuff that I've been working on, like nothing too crazy, but something digestible. Yeah. And so I put Looking for Love last. And so what happened was people were just like, yo, like Looking for Love, like, yo, like go that route. Right. So I was like, okay, well, all right, so thanks to my, to my circle and to my supporters, you know what I mean? They helped to kind of guide me in the right direction for Looking for Love. But it was, really it was kind of a nurturing thing. From January, I wasn't finished with the record probably until April. back and forth and on and off from off of it. So I'm excited. And it's produced by your boy, so
Okay.
which is awesome. And then of course co-written by myself and Chase Farley. So yeah,
Okay, yes. Well, shout out to the circle. Shout out to the supporters.
yeah,
Everybody that had a hand. In this record. Shout out to y'all. Okay.
yes, yes,
Gotta give credit where credit is due, of course.
yeah.
So, as you mentioned before, you have worked with a lot of different people and a lot of big names. Trey Songz, Toni Braxton, SWV, Johnny Gill, just to name a few. We're gonna keep it light, just to name a few. So, tell me a little bit about what that experience is like. Working for these big name artists.
You know what? When I was a little younger, because I started writing when I was younger.
Okay.
And so I kind of felt a certain type of way. I'm like, man, why am I writing for all these like during the time I was like, why am I writing for all these like old people, like all these older people?
Right. Yeah.
And I felt a certain kind of way about that. But what happened was, God makes no mistakes. So for me,
Absolutely.
it was like he put these people in my path so that I can learn, so that I can glean. Their stories mattered. Their narrative, it allowed for me to be able to navigate a lot smoother, understanding what may or may not have happened to them. So with that being said, I decided to embrace it. Each and every person, each and every artist that I came across, from the Jamie Foxxes to, like you said, SWV, to Johnny Gill, to Dave Hollister, to Trey Songz, to Tank, to what's the Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all these certain people where it's like you know, this is happening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So I can't deny that. You know what I mean? So I just sit there and I listen and I glean, because obviously I'm in this room for a reason, and
Absolutely.
I take what I need to get from it. So it's been a
Absolutely.
blessing.
Absolutely. Now, do
Yeah.
you ever I asked it because I like working with these people, these are legends, in
Hmm.
your head, are you like, oh my God, relax, chill out, don't freak out, you know what I mean? Is it ever that, or are you just like, nah, I'm cool?
Let me see. Has there ever been a time where like each and every situation has kind of been cool in the
Yeah.
sense of, because everybody's chill.
Yeah.
We all human. It's just a fact
Right.
of,
Yeah.
we're working behind the curtain.
Right.
So, we're seeing the mechanics of how everything works versus what the public sees.
Right.
So, when they're recording, most of them, they ain't glam, they in
Right.
sweatpants. They, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Do
Right.
rags, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
they just trying to get the record done. So,
Yeah.
we see a lot of behind the scenes. So it's nothing to be starstruck about. But immense talent. I've been around
Absolutely.
crazy talent. So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Now, like I mentioned before, you've worked with a lot of different people, but
Mm.
who would you want to work with in the future? Who is your dream collab?
Hold on. Let me see. Let's see if we can let's take a tour. So
Are we taking a tour? Okay.
let's
I
see.
love
So we got this man right here.
tours. Okay.
Marvin's gone, but at the end of the day, I would love to get his masters so that I
Okay.
can like recreate something of my own, and kind of be creative. I would have loved to work with Michael Jackson. Still
Of
want
course.
still want his masters. Oh, but the one that's still living, Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
Stevie. Listen, if you're moving to Ghana, you know what I'm saying. I'm on the first plane, smoking to Ghana. You know
Listen,
what I'm saying.
make it
So
happen. Speaking
exactly,
into existence, manifest, whatever you
exactly.
want to call it, put it out there.
Oh no, it's gonna happen. It's just it's a matter of time for sure.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So who would you say has been your biggest mentor throughout this whole process of being in this industry?
Without a shadow of a doubt, Troy Taylor for sure. Troy
Okay.
Taylor is a producer, singer, songwriter, uh, world renowned vocal arranger, Grammy award winning vocal arranger. As a matter of fact, um, I was blessed to meet him at a very early age, man, and he's been my musical mentor since the day I started in the music business. Um, so very grateful for him, man. He's just very seasoned. very transparent. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Much needed. You need
It
that.
ain't no cut cards with him. You know what I'm saying? So anybody that knows Troy, they know he could be very animated. You know, but he gonna keep it real. He gonna keep it 100 with you, and you know, it's a blessing, truly. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, God made it make sense for me to have, you know, somebody like a Troy Taylor as my mentor in the music business.
All right. Now,
Yeah.
what is the best piece of advice that you've gotten while being in this business?
Ha ha ha. You know what? Everybody gives their gems. But I will say, you know, Maxwell gave me a gem that, you know, he said, you know, never do a song that you can't see yourself doing in 20 years, you know.
It's really good
And
advice.
he was living proof of that, you know. He was
Yeah.
like, you know, let's say 20 years in by the time that I opened up for him. So it was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
But it really kind of, you know, created like a blueprint, or I didn't realize it at the time, but it was creating a blueprint for me to say, think about the songs that you're putting out. Think about how it's going to affect people, even if people don't get it at the immediate moment. This is a part of your catalog, so that when people do clamor or hang on to something,
Mm-hmm.
um, they do understand that there's a history there. So then they can actually then, you know, take in all of the music from
Yeah.
there, you know.
Yeah. That's really good advice. That's super good advice. That's super
Yeah.
good advice. I love that. So, going back to your single, Looking for Love, what advice would you give to somebody who's out here looking for love? Okay, they're trying to find them a summertime boo. You know what I'm saying? We're halfway done with summer, but summer is not over. It's not too late. You feel
Yeah.
me? So, what advice would you give to somebody who's out here looking for love?
Don't find it in the summer. I thought the summer was for the foolishness. That was for everybody just, you know,
I don't know. Or let's
embrace
say summer's halfway over. They're
it.
trying to, get a good start on like cuffing season. You feel
Cuffing
me?
season, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we'll go with that. They're
Okay.
trying to get a head start. They want to be ahead of the game, get the cream of the crop. You feel me?
Dang. All right. I'd say my advice is you know, find somebody that vibes with you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Don't go somewhere where you're just tolerated. Go somewhere where you're celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't
yeah,
be with somebody that just think you cool. You know what I mean? Or just play it cool around you. Let them be head over heels about you. You know
yes.
what I'm saying? Like, and that goes, fellas. You know when a woman's crazy about you, because you know she gonna cook, she gonna rub your feet,
These are
she
all
gonna
facts.
listen, she gonna do that. She gonna do that. If she's for you, if she's about you, that's that, ladies. These men, listen, they gonna take you out. They gonna do what needs to be done. So go where you celebrate it, not where you tolerate it. So that's rule number one in cuffing season. Just make sure cuffing season a little bit better. And with this Delta variant, you don't know how long you're gonna be with
Ooh,
this person. You might actually have to endure this fool for quite some time. So choose wisely.
true, true. And I agree. Now, I can't lie. I don't know about the feet thing. The feet thing is like, I don't know. But everything
Oh,
else
you
you
not?
said is
Oh,
right.
you ain't found you ain't found the right one. You ain't found the
Rubbing
right
feet,
one. Where
though?
you rubbing feet, man.
You want me
You
to
don't
rub somebody's
understand.
feet?
Listen, I don't want you to rub somebody's feet, but I'm just saying that obviously you have not been compelled
To
to
rub
rub somebody's feet. You haven't loved somebody from the crown of their head
the
to the
soles
tips
of
of their
their feet?
toes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, I haven't been able to do that. Now I'll cook and do whatever, but
Uh,
feet, I have yet to experience that kind of love. But I mean, hey,
Listen, I ain't saying to go all the way crazy with the feet. I'm just saying to rub them. I ain't saying that now.
don't do nothing crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You alluded to some stuff, Erica. Now,
No,
so
no, 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 not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Now I do want to get your opinion on something. So do you feel like
it's the
now look,
comments. I'm sorry.
I
All
know
right.
I'm looking at them too.
Yes.
So do you feel like it's harder to find love in this generation? And if so, why not? Why or why not?
Hell yeah, it's hard to find love. It ain't hard to find people, bodies,
Yeah.
options. Plenty of those, but to find love and to keep it and to work on it, man, and to do the work, maintenance, man. Like
Yeah.
that's a whole nother thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if our generation as a whole has developed the patience yet because we haven't been faced with that. I think the first time that we've had to deal with patience is in the pandemic.
Yeah,
This is literally the first time that we've had to say we have to be patient because we have no choice. The world had to shut down in order
yeah,
for us to develop some form of patience.
yeah,
So, that's
yeah.
my take.
I agree. You know, I think especially with social media, man, social media is a blessing, but it has really kind of messed things up as far as relationships. You know what I mean? You literally, and you would think it wouldn't be because like literally we have the whole road at literally the tip of our fingertips. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like there's such thing as having too much options. I think, and the fact that there's so
Hmm.
much out there is like you said, we don't have the patience anymore. Like we may not be willing to work at things because it's like, oh well, forget you. I can just
I
go
can
find
find the next
somebody
one.
else. Yeah,
Yeah,
on to the next, on to the next. So,
that's
so I
it.
agree. It is a lot harder to find love in this generation for sure, for
For
sure.
sure. Not saying it's impossible. It's just like,
No, no, it's just
you gotta
harder.
really
Yeah, work ethic.
search for that thing. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, you know, when it comes to your music and your brand, I saw a quote that you said. It says, "I don't try to fit in because once I do that, I've already lost." So I was just curious to know, like, what you meant by that.
Damn, I don't even remember saying that, but that do sound like some shit I would say. That's good. That's good.
That
That's
is
good.
good. That's
Past
why I want
tense,
to ask you about
Kevin.
it.
All right. Listen, try to fit in. You done already lost. Come on. That's a word. Now, all I have to say, I think what I was trying to say there is that truth don't change with trend. And that you got to live your truth, no matter how old you are, no matter what time period, you know what I mean? Like you're in, uh, be you, be authentically you. What you have to deliver in whatever capacity that is going to bring you the most success. And that took me a while to understand. So for me, I'm living in my truth. I'm living in the truth of my music. I'm living in my authentic self. Being able to create the things that I want to create. And I encourage each and every person, if you're an entrepreneur, if even if you work at a 9 to 5, make sure that whoever you work for, they're getting the best of you. Make sure that you bring your authentic you to the table because you never know how that can heighten the business, but also heighten your career. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what you got to say matters.
For sure, for sure. Now, since we are Rare Radar, I ask everybody this question: what makes you rare?
I mean, just being me. I
Yeah,
think that
being authentic. Right.
yeah, just my DNA. You know what I mean? Like
Period.
where I come from, my family, all that. Like it's my DNA. Like that's what makes you rare. It makes each and every person rare. It's just the fact of who's going to tap into it at the
Yeah.
end of the day. Because it's hard. That's hard, man. That's hard for you to be your authentic self because then you have to accept everybody is not gonna like you.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't gonna like your authentic self. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not your job to convince them otherwise.
Yeah.
You
For
know what I mean?
sure. Okay,
So,
dropping gems. I love it. Come on. I hope somebody's catching this word right here. He's speaking the word.
uh-oh.
I hope somebody's catching this right here.
Uh-oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, so like we mentioned several times before, you have a single coming out on Friday, "Looking for Love." But other than that, what else is next for you, musically?
I got an album coming out in October called Drive 2. So that's gonna be dope. Some features on there that I can't say right now.
Okay.
But it'll be fun because after Looking for Love, we got another single out, single coming,
Okay.
and that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be
Oh,
hard for sure. So,
okay.
I'm enjoying the process, man. And just taking my time. I think that's
Yeah.
the big thing for sure. Like I learned from the pandemic is take your time. Don't let nobody rush your process. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like they like when of course, distribution, they're just like, so when is the album scheduled? I'm like, man, listen, we gonna take our time with this, man. It's October. Like, we ain't going nowhere. Like,
Hey.
let the music simmer. Let people, you know what I mean, gravitate towards it. I'm still a discovery artist. So people are still discovering me every day. I haven't reached my maximum optimal visibility. So that's the beauty of it too, is the fact that like everything that I do, everything that I put out, there's always someone new, at least one new person that's experiencing it for the first time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So with that being said, it makes no sense to just cram out everything at once
Yeah.
to prove what,
Right.
So, everybody just, and enjoy it, so pre-save it. Make sure that you go to my, my page at Kevin Ross Music and go ahead and pre-save it. Do yourself a favor and pre-save it and enjoy Looking for Love because it's a lot more good vibes coming for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to tap in with us a little bit. Now, you already
Yeah.
mentioned you making my job so much easier. You already mentioned your Instagram, but tell everybody where else they can follow you on other social media, where they can find your music and things like that.
Absolutely. Easy. So at Kevin Ross Music for Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Now, TikTok is I am Kevin Ross. I'm fairly new to it, so bear with me with that. But then yeah, you can find all of the music there, but you can find my music also at kevinrossmusic.com. kevinrossmusic.com is where you can find it. Audacity we put out last year on any of your DSPs, Spotify, Tidal, you name it, it's on there. Enjoy, man. Let me know what you think about it. I feel like I got something for everybody. So
Yes, yes,
take
yes.
a peek.
And also I did preview the song. I heard it. It's dope. So
Thank
take
you,
it from
thank
me.
you, thank you.
Take it
I
from me.
appreciate it. Hey, make sure you put it on the playlist. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Run it
Okay.
back a couple times. Let it simmer in your spirit. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay, okay, for sure, for sure. Well, thank you again so much for tapping in. Y'all go
Yeah,
make sure y'all check out his single, which comes out Friday. Pre-save it, okay? And until
yes,
then, peace out,
yes.
y'all. Bye.
All right.